Hey guys, Luca here. Today I'd like to show you how to do a deadlift. The deadlift is honestly an essential skill that everybody should know. It's basically picking up a weight off the ground using your hips without compromising the back. Oftentimes people injure themselves doing the stupidest thing and lifting a weight off the ground. It could be even a lightweight, no matter what. So we're going to be using a kettlebell, and I'm going to show you the steps to take to get to your deadlift. So the kettlebell deadlift is the first exercise that you're going to learn in the kettlebell world before you start doing any type of swing or fast ballistic movement. So the deadlift is essentially a slower lift. It's different than a squat. In the squat, where the knees and the hips flex to a similar degree, in the deadlift the hips will be doing most of the flexion. So it's called a hinge. So we're hinging at the hips. How to get to the hinge, how to learn it. Here's how you do it. You take the back of one of your hands, place it in your low back in the S curve. Take the other hand, the side of it, place it in the hip crease right here. So while maintaining the curve in your low back, you pick a spot right in front of you, you keep your eyes there, while keeping the knees somewhat soft, and with this hand you're going to push back, as if you're going to sit in a chair. So I'm pushing this hip back. I'm trying to reach my butt back, as if there was a wall that I'm trying to touch. So a few more times, I push my butt back, and I stand back up. So that's a hinge. That's how you get somebody to learn how to hinge. Applied to the deadlift, to the kettlebell, the same way, same movement. So I'm going to turn the bell so you can see my profile. This time I'm going to have my hands right in front of me, close to my body like this. The setup is I get on top of the bell, and the handle forms a straight line between both my ankles. Looking straight ahead, keeping my eyes there. I'm not going to look down, I'm going to look straight. I'm going to push my butt back, hinge from the hips, reach down between my legs, grab the handle, and stand back up smoothly. Once more. On the way down, I push the weight back a little bit between my legs. One more time. Stand back up, straight, and bring it back down. Nice and smooth. You don't want to be banging the weight down, you just want to kiss it down at first when you're first learning how to deadlift. So what's important in the deadlift? First is loading up the hamstrings. When you're pushing your butt back, you want to keep your hips high enough to where it's going to create a stretch within the hamstring. So think of stretching a bow. Stretch it out so you create tension within the bow, so that when you let go, the arrow is going to go flying. Furthermore, when you stand up, I want you to keep these 3 points in mind. Number 1, contract your abs and your glutes as if they were one muscle. Number 2, force your shoulders down towards your feet and break the handle. Squeeze with your hands. Number 3, plant your feet down, grip your toes, corkscrew your hips out like this, and pull up the kneecaps and zip up your quad muscles inside your groin. So basically, number 1 is the center, contract. Number 2 is the upper body, the hands, the shoulders, the lats. Number 3 is the legs musculature, the feet. Contract the whole body. See what it looks like. Stand tall. One more time. Push the weight back. And stand tall again. And set it back down the same way. Very good. To supercharge your deadlift, here's what you're going to do. You're going to compress the air using your breath, like this. Force the air down into your groin. Take a sharp inhalation on the way up, We're at the top. On the way down, hold your breath. And shut the valve. Pretty simple to apply, but hard to do. So the deadlift is an essential skill that you have to practice consistently and get better at before you move on to more complex movements like the swing. Okay, so practice your deadlifts, get strong, pull heavy.